I know I'm going to get a lot of complaints about this video, but here we go. Hi, I'm Paul, and I pronounce Dutch words and names the way a Dutchman would pronounce them, namely me. The word I'd like to talk about today is klagen. It's the national sport of the Dutch, klagen. What does klagen mean? It's a verb. It means to complain, and the Dutch love to complain. You know all about the Dutch directness, right? We say what we feel, and we don't mince our words. The Dutch are very direct, and some people think we're very rude. No, we're just being honest, and we're being honest about anything and everything, including the things we don't like. And believe it or not, even though I think that the Netherlands is one of the best countries in the world to live in, prove me wrong, there's always something that can be improved, and the Dutch are really good at thinking about things that need to be improved. They will always find something wrong. When you look long enough and deep enough, there's something that you want to make better. And I think this Dutch tendency of wanting to make the world better, wanting to make themselves better, wanting to make the society better, leads them to complain a lot, to look at the things that are wrong. They always see that the glass is pretty much half empty instead of half full. You know, maybe if you're living in the Netherlands, you don't realize that you're doing it because it's so ingrained in your national character. But especially as someone who's been living in the United States, where it's known to be a very optimistic, very positive society, everything is great and wonderful and fantastic, we focus on the things that are okay, that we love, that we admire, that we're happy with. And then you go to the Netherlands, it's like you have this dark blanket pulled over you, where even though people are being taken care of really well, at least most of them, they don't look like it, you know. How are you doing? Oh, could be better. You know, I have been better, you know. Niet slecht. They say niet slecht, not bad, instead of I feel great. It's such a difference. But I think it has to do with the Dutch honesty. You know, we want to be honest. We don't want to mince our words. We want to be very direct and say what we mean and mean what we say. And we look at things as if they could be improved. And even though the system that we've developed as a nation of Netherlanders is not bad at all, listen to my words as well, it's pretty good compared to the rest of the world, we still think it's not perfect. We want to make it more perfect, and that's why we complain about it. It's also kind of a glue that keeps people together, you know, as a society. It's small talk. It's nice to complain about the weather, to complain about transportation, about the price of living, the price of the groceries. You know, when you want to find something to complain about, you'll always find something to complain about. And now your complaint about me might be, well, you know what, you're just generalizing. You haven't been in the country, and you don't speak for all Dutch people. Of course, I don't speak for all Dutch people, but as someone who's from the outside looking in, certain things become more clear. And I have just proven my own point, because what have I been doing in the past 3 minutes? Complaining about people who are complaining in the Netherlands. Now you can complain about me about that, okay? Have a great day. Tot ziens. Bye-bye.